breaking news alert.
Good morning, I'm Julie Broughton. We're continuing to follow breaking news. Right now, Orlando police just tweeted that, quote, there is a large police presence in the 5900 block of Caravan Court in relation to the officer-involved shooting. Please avoid the area at this time and expect traffic delays, updates to follow. Sky 6 is live over that scene right now. Again, this is just east of Universal. You're looking at video from Sky 6. Orlando police currently searching for two suspects in relation to the shooting of two Orlando police officers last night. Both of those officers are in critical condition at ORMC right now. We do not know their names, but this is in connection to, we're told, a homicide out of Miami. There was a traffic stop last night in the area of Washington Street and Garland. So that is near Orlando Fire Department Station 1. You see the railroad tracks there if you're familiar with the downtown area. Two officers stopped a vehicle that potentially in relation to a homicide in Miami. During that traffic stop, two Orlando police officers were shot and remain in critical condition at Orlando Police Department. After that shooting, those suspects then carjacked another vehicle and took off. We've been watching two scenes this morning, one in Apopka, but it looks like most of the activity, again, centered around this. This is in the 5900 block of Caravan Court. These are live images from Sky 6. You can see there just multiple agencies out there searching for those two suspects. Orlando police warning to avoid this area. If you are in this area, you do need to expect traffic delays. Now, it's hard to get perspective of exactly where we're talking about from these aerial images, but this is just east of Universal. It looks like you can see maybe a pool there off to the right of your screen. I'm trying to see what that building with the orange windows is there, but again, you see looks like maybe a Fridays. Yes, there is that sign there. Looks like a Fridays out near the attractions area. So this is a busy area, especially on a Saturday, the weekend before school starts. If you have plans to head out to the attractions, this could potentially be a dangerous scene. Stay away from it. Do expect traffic delays. As we zoom in a little bit closer now, you see officers there on the ground appearing to be searching, again, looking for two suspects in relation to that officer-involved shooting last night in downtown Orlando. This area closed off. I imagine a lot of roads in this area closed off. You see there, it looks like a rescue vehicle from a local fire department, multiple agencies involved in this search. We heard from Orlando Police Chief after this happened right around 11 o'clock last night, saying, we will find you and you will be brought to justice. So it looks like hopefully they are closing in on those suspects. We still don't know much about the officers involved in this shooting. They are both, we're told, in critical condition at ORMC. Their names have not been released, so we don't know anything about them other than they were making that traffic stop last night. Downtown Orlando happened just after 11 o'clock last night. And we also don't know much about the victim of the carjacking after that carjacking happened, after those officers were shot. But again, the very latest right now, you are looking at Sky 6 images where this is the 5900 block of Caravan Court. That is near the attractions. That is just east of Universal. There is a white van there. This is all centered around a Fridays. It's 9:41 in the morning, likely this Fridays. I don't know if it is open yet. They tweeted out about this scene at 9:20, telling people to avoid the area. You see all of those vehicles lined up in that patio area, just multiple vehicles there. Hard to tell even how many, but we do know several agencies are involved in this manhunt for these two suspects. We do know for sure that they are looking for two individuals. There is another scene that we were following earlier, and that was in Apopka at an apartment complex, a very large police presence there. We see more vehicles there arriving on this scene at 59 in the 5900 block of Caravan Court. Looks like some black SUVs beginning to leave this area. Again, we see those officers on the ground. One officer now running toward a different area. We are continuing to wait for updates from this. We do have a crew on the ground headed toward this area. Catherine Silver will be heading that way to give us any updates on the ground. Other than that latest tweet from Orlando Police, we haven't heard any additional updates about this. But again, that tweet advising people to avoid this area, the 5900 block of Caravan Court. We continue to see more officers going in and out of what appears to be a Fridays, multiple vehicles. We have seen what appears to be a fire rescue vehicle as well out there. So we are hoping for updates as to if these two suspects have been caught at this point, and we will stay on top of this. Again, if you're just joining us and you're wondering what is happening, going back several hours, last night just after 11 o'clock in downtown Orlando in the area of Washington and Garland Street, 2 Orlando police officers stopped a car that they believe was in connection to a homicide in Miami. During that traffic stop, those 2 police officers were shot. They're both in critical condition at Orlando Regional Medical Center. We are waiting for updates, any further updates on their condition. Those 2 suspects are at large. News 6's Emily McLeod joining me out here now. And Emily, you were here throughout the night covering this as well. It looks now like that search is centering around this Fridays just east of Universal.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And definitely some other factors to consider here too. I mean, we're out by Universal.
Yes.
We're in a very busy, high traffic area. There's plenty of people who are not from this area that may not be familiar with what's happening here right now.
Right.
So, you know, hopefully maybe they're tuning in, maybe trying to see if they can maybe get an update on the weather today, but this is important, you know, make sure to stay out of this area. I mean, it was busy scenes all night in downtown Orlando, very active, and a lot of people responding to this. I mean, it's very personal, and these officers, you know, it's just such a sad situation.
Yeah, and you mentioned this is right in the tourist district, so it is the weekend before school starts. A lot of families looking for something to do this weekend. So if you have friends and family who maybe don't always watch the news, and who are heading out to the attractions today, again, this is just east of Universal, the 5900 block of Caravan Court. These are images, live images from Sky 6. And as it expands out, you can see likely those roads right around there are blocked off, but police are tweeting to expect traffic delays. And you see just, you know, trying to count them there easily, 10, 15 cars just in that shot.
A lot of people out there, not to mention people who go to work out there. So people that need to get out there to just get to work today, maybe encountering this situation that's out here. So it's unclear exactly what is happening with law enforcement at this scene, but we just know that OPD has tweeted out to avoid this area for safety reasons. You know, there's a lot of people out there on the ground. We're getting in a little bit closer now. There's some unmarked cars out there. I haven't been able to identify which agency is which out there. I can't see any markings on the cars, but I do see some unmarked. Looks like maybe fire might be out there too.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there are fire rescue vehicles out there. So, you know, don't know if those are ambulances or what exactly is happening with this scene, but this is the center. This is the hotbed of the search for those 2 suspects. They did confirm it is 2 suspects they are looking for. Again, this all started with a traffic stop in connection to a homicide in Miami. And then earlier this morning, I know while you were covering it, there was a large presence at an apartment complex in Apopka that appears to have cooled off. And then this is where it appears that everything right around Fridays in the area of the attractions. You can see a lot of construction in the area as well. But again, this is just east of Orlando for folks who aren't super familiar. It's hard sometimes when you're looking at those images from Sky 6 to figure out, hey, what am I looking at here?
Right.
But this is near Universal, just to the east of Universal, not far from I-4, right off of I-4. There is that Fridays. I imagine a lot of people watching have been to that Fridays after a day at the theme parks, and that parking lot just filled with police vehicles at this point, as well as some fire rescue vehicles.
It's really amazing to see how all these agencies are working together on this. And this has been across the county this morning. Downtown Orlando, Apopka, now we're in East Orlando. I mean, it has been all over the place today. And I spoke with former Orlando Police Chief Rolone earlier, and he said, you know, it's likely that they're all working together at a centralized command post somewhere. You know, we don't know where, but he said it's likely they're all coordinating efforts so they can work together. And, you know, talking to Trooper Steve this morning, you had mentioned this started from a traffic stop, and we had touched on the fact that there's no such thing as a routine traffic stop.
Right.
These police officers, they don't know who or what they are encountering. And sadly today, you know, what started as a traffic stop has turned into just this tragic situation. So there's just so much to think about with that.
Yeah, it is heartbreaking news to wake up to. And one thing that I always think about these two officers who are in the hospital fighting for their lives, and their colleagues are now, instead of being able to, process that, they are continuing to work to track down the suspects who shot these two police officers who were making, a traffic stop last night in downtown Orlando. Again, that happened just after 11 o'clock. We've been on the air throughout the night with updates. This, if you are just joining us here at 9:48, Sky 6 is above the 5900 block of Caravan Court in Orlando, just east of Orlando. This is a Fridays that you see those officers coming in and out of. One thing I'm noticing, it doesn't appear like nobody's running. It appears they're obviously working on something, but it's hard to know exactly what is going on. But as we said, easily a dozen police vehicles in our wider shot at one point, all right around this area. Police have tweeted, avoid this area, and, it is a dangerous situation that you want to avoid at all costs.
Right, exactly. And as you said before, we do have a crew that is on the way out there. We don't know what kind of traffic they'll encounter on the way out there, so hopefully, we'll be able to get more information soon about what exactly is going on at this scene here and, just get more details. Like you said, it's a huge presence, a lot of cars out here, which agencies are involved, all that kind of information we're hoping to get here pretty soon once that crew gets on the scene.
And I'm looking at the map here. That's also near the outlets. A lot of people, it's
back to school
a
shopping
tax-free
too.
weekend. A lot of people getting those back to school clothes, those back to school items. So again, just keep in mind, if you are heading into this area, you really, if at all possible, avoid this area. A lot of the roads clearly shut down right around that Fridays where a lot of this is centering around. But again, that's a wider shot out. You can see there's some construction, likely in conjunction with, what's going on at I-4, that area right there. And then all of those cars in that parking lot do appear to be law enforcement vehicles. So we're talking 10 to 20 cars easily out there going in, and the officers going in and out of that building. We have seen fire rescue vehicles as well. As police, a multi-agency effort, as police try to track down those two suspects who shot two Orlando police officers who right now are fighting for their lives at ORMC.
Right, yep, critical condition. They were critically wounded this morning, critically wounded or last night. And, a lot of, like you said, a lot of police officers out there, the support from the other agencies in this area has been pouring in all morning, all night. We had Daytona Beach Police Chief Jakari Young tweeting out his support. We had the Orange County Sheriff's Office, Ocala PD, I believe they just put out a tweet. So you really see everybody come together at a time like this. And Chief Rolone said earlier as well, this doesn't just, it affects the law enforcement agencies, but also affects the communities.
It does. And we were just looking at the tweet again from Orlando Police saying to avoid this area. Now, again, Sky 6 zoomed in a little bit closer on several officers there, trying to see exactly what's going on. Looks like, is that SWAT?
That's what I was going to say. Are there SWAT vehicles potentially?
Yeah, I think, I'm sure somebody can confirm this. It does look like that is likely SWAT out there getting out, heading into this area, the 5900 block of Caravan Court. This is all happening right around that Fridays out there, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with, but that does appear to be SWAT getting out of their vehicles. And so obviously a lot is going on here that they aren't sharing the inner workings of what's happening because, they don't want to tip anyone off, but obviously a lot is happening behind the scenes to apprehend
very fluid
these two suspects.
Situation we're seeing here. And I don't know if we know what time they got there.
They first tweeted about it around 9:20, but I don't know what time they actually arrived. Before that, a lot of the investigation appeared to have been focused on an apartment complex in the Apopka area that is now shifted. As you said, this has spanned so much of the county, starting in downtown Orlando with that shooting just after 11 o'clock last night, then this morning going to Apopka, and now we are down near the attractions. So, and everybody, all the law enforcement agencies in this area working together to catch these two suspects. They were originally stopped. It was a traffic stop last night near Orlando Fire Department Station 1, right near Washington and Garland, because of a vehicle that was in connection to a homicide out of Miami. It was during that traffic stop. You're looking at video from that scene, again, just after 11 o'clock last night on a Friday night in downtown Orlando. Just a heartbreaking situation there. So those two officers shot. Then after that shooting, the suspects carjacked another vehicle and there was a chase. Again, the suspects still at large. It does appear, just by looking at this, that law enforcement is closing in on those suspects. We were looking at those images from Sky 6, which we're bringing back up here. This is the 5900 block of Caravan Court. There's a Fridays there. It appears that there is a hotel there. This is just east of Orlando. This is near the outlet malls. It is Saturday morning, almost 10 o'clock. It is a busy morning, a busy time, the weekend before school. Avoid this area. This is just not a safe situation to be anywhere near at this point.
No, absolutely not. You definitely don't want to be in this area. And you had mentioned, this took place last night, 11 o'clock, Friday night, downtown Orlando. And we had Eric Sandoval out there all night and all this morning. Excellent reporting. But he mentioned there were people that were out enjoying their Friday night, and they, right by the scene, and they mentioned this to people, and they had no idea. And as soon as they found out, they started running to their cars to leave. I mean, just a really scary situation all around for everybody involved. But, you had a lot of people downtown last night. It was Friday night at 11 o'clock at night. People were out, getting their weekend kicked off.
Yeah, it is just upsetting, sad, makes you angry, just a terrible situation. Eric Sandoval has been out reporting on this throughout the night. He is joining us now from OPD. Eric, what can you tell us?
Well, within the last few hours, we decided to change our location from downtown where the shooting happened. Wanted to come to Orlando Police Headquarters specifically because, in our experience, sadly, we've covered things like this before in our area. When bad things happen like this, the community and other law enforcement seem to congregate at the law enforcement agency that this is happening to. So we decided to come to Orlando Police Headquarters to see if anybody had anything to say or if we could get any word on what was happening. The scene that we just came from, though, the crime scene tape has been cut. So we were finally allowed our first chance inside that cordoned off area. And what we can tell you is we counted, five bullet holes or marks where bullets hit. The building right next door to where this shooting happened, there were two there. There were two on the curb, and believe it or not, we actually found a bullet hole in a palm tree where you could just clearly see the circle left by that bullet. So it looks like quite a few rounds of ammunition were fired here. We do know that, of course, from our earlier reporting at ORMC, we do know that one of the officers is not doing well. The other one apparently is not doing well either. We're just really standing by for any kind of good update to come out of all of this. But again, we're here at Orlando Police Headquarters waiting for any word to come out from anybody inside who may have really up close information that they need to get out. So we'll be standing here and we'll bring you the latest information as we get it, guys.
All right, thanks so much, Eric. We're going to go back out to Sky 6, where there is a really large police presence near Universal by a TGI Fridays that's near a couple of hotels in that area. This is East Orlando. Again, we're coming back out to this. I've seen a few marked cars out there now. We saw a couple of really big black trucks earlier. We thought those could possibly be SWAT vehicles. We don't have confirmation of that yet, but OPD has tweeted out large police activity in this area to please avoid this area. It's very busy out there. As Julie pointed out earlier, weekend before school starts, you've got the outlet malls. People may be doing some back to school shopping or planning on it. Maybe you're planning on going to the parks today. For right now, we encourage you to avoid this area. Whatever is going on here, law enforcement, they don't want people getting too close.
Right. It's not a safe situation. If you're just waking up, enjoying a lazy Saturday morning, and you're joining us expecting to see your regular programming starting at 10 o'clock, we are staying with this breaking news. You are looking at images from Sky 6 in the 5900 block of Caravan Court that is just east of Universal. We were zoomed in a little bit earlier on what appears to be SWAT vehicles earlier. Emily and I saw officers who appear to be SWAT officers emerging from those vehicles. You can see multiple law enforcement vehicles. Earlier, there was what appeared to be a fire rescue vehicle out there as well. This is all in connection to a shooting last night in downtown Orlando that has left 2 Orlando police officers critically wounded in the hospital, both in critical condition. We just heard from our Eric Sandoval live at Orlando Police Department. He's there waiting for any updates. Unfortunately, we've not had any good updates. It appears those officers, as we said, in critical condition, not doing well. They were in downtown Orlando last night doing their jobs, which for police officers, as Trooper Steve was telling us earlier, you know, there is no routine traffic stop. This started as a traffic stop in connection to a homicide in Miami. The Orlando Police Department still looking for 2 suspects. That search for that manhunt appears to be centered right around that Fridays. We're pulling out a little bit wider on Sky 6 so you can see the area. The outlet malls are near here. The parks are near here. Orlando police tweeting, avoid this area. They've been out there for probably about an hour. We now have a crew on the ground. Catherine Silver joins us live from that scene on Caravan Court. Catherine, what updates have you gotten, if any?
Hi, Julie. We actually just got here and parked a few seconds ago and just got out of our car. I'm going to step out of the way so we can actually zoom in and show you what we can see here on the ground. This is right along Major Boulevard, close to Kirkman and I-4 in Orlando. You can see that it appears to be some sort of staging area in this TGI Fridays parking lot. If we take a look around this parking lot, you can see there's 2 SWAT vehicles parked. If we can pan to the right here and show those SWAT vehicles that are just in this lot. We have seen officers walking around, some in bulletproof vests, others are wearing camouflage. There's also some fire trucks that we can see on this scene. We had a bunch of cars that were parked in this parking lot, and you can see now we're watching these SWAT vehicles start to make their way through this TGI parking lot, pulling out into the street here. Let's see which way they turn. Turning towards Major Boulevard right now. There's an officer who's been directing traffic here. It is quite a busy area. You can see some of the people who are crossing the road. That is the thing about where we are right now. It is in Orlando's tourist district. We're not far from Universal, iDrive. Those SWAT trucks just turning right out onto Major Boulevard. If we can follow just to see where they end up, Corey, see if they turn right at this next traffic light. Other officers are still just directing traffic. Both of those SWAT trucks are going to turn right at that light there. So you can see a lot is going on here. As we just got to this scene, we're going to talk to people here and see if they can share more with us about what they have seen through the morning, and also see if officers can share anything else from their perspective. And we'll bring you any updates, of course, live on air. Guys.
All right, thanks so much, Catherine. Now we have our traffic safety expert, Stephen Montiero. He joins us on the phone right now. Stephen, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay, so we kind of touched on this when we were talking earlier that, you know, we might see some of these scenes die down, but then something kind of come up maybe later. Talk to us a little bit about what may or may not be unfolding here.
So this is exactly what we talked about this morning. After you have so many leads, you've got to really start to analyze a pattern, and you're not going to see all these major scenes all over the place until they have something that is reputable, something that they feel to move such amount of resources to a scene like what we're seeing out off of Major and the Caravan and the attractions area. So to kind of piggyback a little bit of what Catherine was talking about, the reasoning for the fire rescue and all those, I'm going to tell you now from a law enforcement perspective, looking at that scene, that was a full-blown operation. So something has taken place at that location, to the point where you would need a command center, you would need fire rescue, and the camouflage, you would need SWAT members, tactical officers there to execute some type of high-risk operation. And from what we're looking at from the sky there, that looks like what has taken place.
And we also talked about this morning, this is a stop and go. This is an all call. Anybody who's in the vicinity that hears this radio frequency, they go and they respond to the call no matter what the badge or the uniform says. Talk to us a little bit about the number of officers and vehicles and fire trucks and, the number of people we're seeing out here.
Well, when you get an officer down call, no matter the agency, whether it's a two-man department or like the Orlando Police Department, several hundred people, a call like that goes out. It doesn't matter the badge, doesn't matter the uniform, the jurisdictional boundaries at that point. If the radio frequency can be heard, they're coming. And it's twofold. There's a professional level of the tactical response and exterior perimeters, but on the real aspect, and speaking from experience, there's an emotional obligation there. These guys go out there, these men and women go out there every day, and we say it all the time, and it sounds cliche to fight things and to really protect our community, not knowing if they're going to come home. The least we can do is have their back when they're calling for help, and that's what happens. And I know from a very good source that there were agencies from Lake, Seminole, Osceola, every state agency in the area responded to something like this, and that's what happened. But it also leads to results, and it leads to arrests. And I'm hoping here within the next few minutes or a few hours, we can get some information that hopefully this operation led to something.
And Steve, we've been watching from Sky 6, and we're watching, and it looks like a fire rescue vehicle just pulled in. We're noticing these vehicles are pulling in. They don't appear to be going particularly fast. 2 SWAT vehicles just pulled out. As we're watching some of the different officers, sometimes you expect during an operation like this, at least from a layman's perspective, where I don't have the inside information or the inside knowledge that you have of how this works, the SWAT officers, the tactical officers emerging from their vehicles, not running, you imagine them running urgent. Can we draw any conclusions from what we're seeing? The SWAT vehicles leaving, another fire vehicle pulling in rather slowly?
Yes, you could, from what we're seeing, and I can confirm from what you're feeling, that's exactly it. This scene is not as active as it was. This is probably a concluding scene based off of what we're seeing, based off of knowledge of law enforcement operations. But even on the flip side of this, we think of the movie-esque of SWAT members jumping out and running. That does not happen as often as we think. These men and women are very, we use the term tactical, so they are tactically minded individuals. They're not just running up to a location that they think someone's at. These are thought out at locations well away from the point of operation in order to make sure that it's done as smoothly and safely as possible. A lot of people misunderstand the role of SWAT just because of the perception of them. Their main goal is to save lives, period. And if they can stay on a scene as long as possible to conclude that, they will. But they're capable of a lot more. And so what you're seeing here is a scene that was very hot, very alive, and probably coming to its end here very shortly. Hopefully we'll get some information.
Steve, I'm so glad that you were able to give that perspective because like you said, we all watch TV, we all watch the movies, and it just doesn't play out in real life. I don't know. Steve, are you where you can see what we're looking at on Sky 6?
I will be in about 2 minutes joining you ladies at the desk.
Oh, okay. Well, then some white vehicle pulled up and I couldn't see what the writing was. Okay, so our producer Erica is telling us Mayor Buddy Dyer just released a statement. And it is, I have it right here in my email, and I'm going to pull it up. Our police officers put their lives on the line every single day to keep our community safe. And tragically, last night, 2 of our officers were shot during a proactive police stop doing just that. I visited the officers and their families this morning and thanked them for their service. I'm thankful for doctors and nurses at Orlando Health and all of those who quickly responded and are providing the essential care these officers need during this critical time. My thoughts and prayers are with those courageous officers, their families, and our entire police department. Again, that is a statement just released from Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer.
So he said he went and visited with the officers and the family? Okay.
Yes.
So.
Yes, so we have been following breaking news. Again, large police presence here near Universal Orlando in connection to the search for two suspects who shot two Orlando police officers last night. Those officers are both in critical condition at Orlando Regional Medical Center. We will continue to stay with this and bring you updates as they are needed, but for now, we will send you back to our regular programming.
This has been a News 6 breaking news alert. For continuing coverage of this developing story, go to clickorlando.com.